Hello, this is One Up Indie coming with the second devlog for Super Demon Survivors, and this will be giving you an insight into game development. So if you want to follow me on this little small journey, what is basically important if you, for example, are interested in just the process, or if you're a developer yourself, just a few thoughts, just some insights, some ideas, how you could kind of clone or adapt those ideas for your own game, or if you're just curious what's actually happening in the back of, well, developing a game, what's crucial, what's not crucial, how could you clone these things, because you can actually do that. I did tons of videos on a lot of things which you see basically on the screen. So, well, just follow me on this little journey. Alright, so the first thing, and I think this is extremely crucial and important, is the first screen. A lot of times you just click on start or quit or whatever, you just get rid of it, but the first impression is extremely crucial for everybody. So unskippable logo cutscenes which just take I don't know, 10 seconds or more are pretty annoying, and a lot of things which you cannot skip can be a little bit frustrating, because a lot of times people are not that patient just to wait around for the game to load and do things. You want to go quickly, snappy into stuff out and in. So once again, this is extremely crucial. So first of all, well, delay times, and second of all, the first screen which you're seeing in front of you, or for example for another game, actually shows you what the game is all about. So this is a lot of information which you're just getting upfront loaded, and then you can make your own passive conclusions about, hey, what's going to be expected of me, what kind of content am I getting, what will be the game about, does it have a specific vibe, is this well, interesting for me, is it repelling, or do you don't care. So therefore tons of ideas and questions which are just coming for you, and just saying like, okay, as a developer you need to input a lot of these things, because they can influence how your game is being perceived. So this is extremely crucial. So one thing which we did here, first of all, we changed the logo in concerns of the style. Before it was a non-serif font, which was a little bit fatter, but now we changed it to this, and this is of course looking much nicer. It is more RPG, and it fits of course much better with the background. And speaking of the background, this is my my absolute favorite tool to use and abuse, which is the FX layer, and specifically the underwater FX layer. I basically just take a neat background, just run it through the FX thing, and I must say it still gives me the wow effect, because this is just looking so cool. So whoever did the FX layer for the underwater one, you should get a medal or even two, because this is the best upgrade in my opinion for Game Maker Studio. I'm not kidding, I'm loving it. You can do so many graphical shenanigans with that, just with a few mouse clicks. Loving it. So once again, get a medal or two from my side, you definitely earned it. So without further ado, just coming back to the game developer story. So here we just have our first impression of the game, and then we got our stylish, hopefully stylish buttons, and then we just press on start and then actually start the game. As you can see, you have a fade in and fade out, just to make this the transitions not like cut out, but smooth from one side to the other. Here we just select our dude, and then boom, we enter our map. So once again, I have a video on how to use the underwater effect. I have a video on the previous screen where you select it, of course not technically, just explaining what's in the background. And here I actually did a video on the same day as today. So basically, if you want to do the quick mans or the cheap mans or the fast way how to, well, create a small overworld map, hey, here you go. And now we are actually entering the last part, which is extremely crucial also, the gameplay. If the gameplay is not enticing for the player, if it's not, I don't know, giving him good vibes, and it's not being, I don't know, urgent or whatsoever, then at at a very quick pace. People will just drop off and say, okay, that was nice, and bye. This is a thing, of course, which we want to avoid as game developers. And here, because one of you guys actually mentioned it, now we got damage pop-ups. So for example, if we're hitting somebody, you see how much damage, oh, error, nice, how much and that is doing. And therefore, oh, let's see if that's actually working. Yes, yeah, okay, here we go. And then as you can see, different kind of pop-ups in the way, for example, how things are being received. So once again, as a game developer, you want always to see and optimize your system so it is appealing to a lot of people. So that was it from my side. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Of course, the gameplay part is still in development. There will be an early pre-alpha. There will be some keys, Steam keys, and therefore we will just give them out to a few people. So if you are one of the lucky ones who actually want to test it out, hey, here you go. And then well, you get the game for free. And well, then you can actually just say like, okay, I like this aspect, I dislike that. But once again, this is not a super high production value. This is just meant to be a pretty sweet game to be played. But of course, once again, we are not well, I don't know, Microsoft or one of the other conglomerates. We don't have the money to make like a huge game, but of course, depending on the success, there will be more modularity or even input of the community that you can change a lot of parameters. This is already in there now, but this of course depends how successful the game will be. Alrighty, that was it then from my side. Hopefully you enjoyed this small insight, the story of this video game, how it's being produced, what's important, what will come in the future, because this game will release in a couple of days, at least in the pre-beta alpha version, and then we see how fast we can progress into a regular game. Alrighty, that was it from my side. Have a good one.